US legacy carrier American Airlines is looking to balance fleet expansion with financial discipline. The carrier recently announced the sale of $1.14 billion in aircraft-backed bonds in order to fund 17 new aircraft purchases. The sale was also motivated by the means to refinance loans on 15 other jets and support broader corporate liquidity needs. At the same time, it has trimmed its Airbus A321XLR order from 50 to 40 jets. We look more closely at this news for today's video. This unique move comes as American continues refreshing its mainline fleet, including exceeding 100 Boeing 737 MAX 8 deliveries. Overall, the story is significantly less about retreat and much more about reshaping aircraft finance, delivery timing, and narrowbody fleet strategy. The airline's decision to cut its Airbus A321XLR order from 50 to 40 aircraft suggests a much more cautious approach to long-range narrowbody fleet growth. Sure, the A321XLR remains central to the airline's expansion plan, especially for thinner transatlantic routes and longer domestic missions. However, the airline may no longer need quite as many jets as originally planned. Several factors could be at play here, including delivery timing, changing route economics, capital discipline, and the need to balance Airbus arrivals with Boeing 737 MAX 8 growth. American is also managing a very large mainline fleet, now above 1,000 aircraft, so trimming 10 XLRs may help avoid excess capacity. So rather than abandoning the type altogether, the airline appears to be fine-tuning how many specialized long-range narrowbodies it realistically needs. American's $1.14 billion bond sale shows how aircraft financing is capable of supporting fleet growth without requiring a major upfront cash outflow. By choosing bonds tied directly to new and recently delivered aircraft, the carrier can spread the cost of fleet renewal over time while preserving liquidity for operations, debt service, and overall strategic flexibility. The proceeds are expected to fund around 17 new aircraft, refinance loans on 15 others, and support general corporate purposes, according to the latest reports from Bloomberg. There are two different kinds of investors in any company. Equity holders own common stock, which signals ownership in the company from a direct interest. Debt holders also own part of the company, but through fixed income instruments like the asset-backed bonds the airline recently sold. For creditors, this deal may be relatively attractive because aircraft-backed debt is supported by hard assets with legitimate resale value. Newer narrow bodies and efficient long-haul aircraft can provide stronger collateral than older jets. Nonetheless, creditors remain exposed to airline cyclicality, fuel costs, demand shocks, and the airline's broader leverage profile, which is not nearly as clean as that of peers like Delta Airlines. For equity holders, the sale is a bit more mixed. While it does support growth and modernization efforts, it also adds or refinances debt rather than reducing overall financial risk. Shareholders could benefit if new aircraft improve margins, but higher leverage can pressure valuations if earnings continue to weaken. All of this is really just a marginal reallocation of priorities. However, it is pretty clearly bad news for Airbus as it removes 10 high-value deliveries from its order book. That comes at a slightly less than ideal moment for the manufacturer, which has been dealing with slower engine deliveries, engine shortages, and weaker first-quarter performance. But what do you think of this move? Let us know by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.